And he was real big on the march type stuff, right? Didn't really care for the kit. So the funny thing that happens is spring concert time comes around, and one of the other guys in the drum line also played piano. Real name's Rick Averwater, and his family owned Amro. Averwater's Amro, So he's over there playing piano, and he starts playing "People of the South Wind" by Kansas, and I'm like, I know that. So I grab my sticks off my music stand and I run over to the little 4-piece little Beverly drum kit that we had, and I start playing with him, and he turns around and looks at me. He's like, what? So the head guy of the drum line walks in the band director's office and is like, hey, I think we just found our guy to play the kit, because there was some stuff in the show for the spring that they needed somebody that could actually play the kit. And so that's kind of how that all came about. And so I, had to learn how to read kit, music. And so then that summer, Dad bought me a black Ludwig drum kit. Now here's the funny thing. When we first got it, all it had was a kick drum, an acrylite snare drum, Ludwig acrylite snare drum, and a floor tom, and one cymbal stand. And so that's all I had. So I had a practice pad, so I made that my hi-hat. So I'd tap it.
Something to hit.
Yeah. And I had a little 12-inch little piece of crap cymbal, garbage can lid.
Right.
So I get a call to go do this audition, and that's what I take to the audition, because that's all I have.
Right.
So Dad says to me, he goes, if they want you to be the drummer, I'll get you the rest of the kit. I'm like, okay. So I go down there and we pull up. My mom in the station wagon, and we pull up, and they're loading out the guy who auditioned in front of me, and it's a massive drum kit. It's like it's like 2 kick drums, and, I'm just like, there's no way.
Let's just go home, Mom.
There's no way. So the guys, it was Jeff Altenburn, Jody Clayton, Mark Day, and some other guys. They come over to my car, and they're going to load in my gear.
Are they all the same age as you?
Yeah, they're all. Yeah, we're all. I think Mark was maybe a year older than us, so we're all freshmen going into sophomore year.
Gotcha.
Is what we are. So they get there, and they look at me and they're like, "Is this it?" I'm like, "Yeah, this is all I got." And they're like, "Are you going to get more?" And I'm like, "I said, my dad told me if I get the gig, he'll buy me more stuff." And they're like, "All right." So we go in, we set it up, and so. So they're like looking at me and they go, "Do you know Rocky Mountain Way?" I go, "Yeah, I can get through that." And so we start playing it, and we get through the whole song. And they stop and they look at each other and they turn to look at me and they go, "Did you see that guy that just left here with all that drum stuff?" He goes, "He couldn't play that song."
See, it didn't matter. Yeah.
And it's like, "You got the gig."
There you go.
And so, sure enough, my dad, got the 2 mounted toms, and I got a couple other cymbal stands.
Did you get a real hi-hat?
Yeah, I got a hi-hat, and Todd Poole gave me an old set of hi-hat cymbals that he had,
cool.
And he gave me those, and so that's where it all started. That's
And the name of the band was?
Zach Curlin is what. Yeah.
Zach Curlin.
Yeah.
And that's the street?
There's a street near Memphis, near University of Memphis, named Zach Erlin, and that's the guys in the band thought of that, and so we did the Bad Company and Grand Funk Railroad and all that stuff. That's what we were playing. Ted Nugent.
Did you any shows? I know that
we did.